I want to ask you something, and I want you to be honest with yourself when you answer it. How long have you been in debt? Not weeks. Not months. I am talking about years. Maybe a decade. Maybe longer. And during all that time, you have tried things. You have shuffled balances. You have made payment plans. You have told yourself that when the next raise comes, when the next tax return arrives, when things slow down a little, you are going to get serious about it. And yet here you are. Still in debt. Still feeling that weight every single morning when you wake up. I am not here to make you feel bad about that. I am here to tell you the truth. Because the truth is the only thing that is actually going to help you. And the truth is this: you have not failed because you lack intelligence. You have not failed because you do not work hard enough. You have failed because nobody ever told you what getting out of debt actually requires. They sold you strategies. They sold you apps and calculators and balance transfer offers. What they never told you is that none of that is the real answer. Today I'm going to tell you what the real answer is. And I am going to warn you right now, you might not like it. But if you stay with me until the end of this video, and if you are honest enough to apply what I am about to share, your financial life will never be the same. Let us start with the thing nobody wants to talk about. Debt is not a math problem. If it were a math problem, every person who ever made a spreadsheet or downloaded a budgeting app would be debt-free by now. Debt is a behavior problem. And behavior problems are not solved with calculators. They are solved with decisions. Think about it this way. You already know that spending more than you earn creates debt. You already know that minimum payments barely touch the principal. You already know that credit card interest rates are designed to keep you paying forever. You know all of this. You have known it for years. And knowing it has not moved the needle even 1 inch. That is because knowledge without action is worthless. And action without the right mindset behind it always falls apart eventually. The person who goes on a strict budget for 3 weeks and then gives up did not fail because the budget was wrong. They failed because they were trying to change their behavior without changing how they think about money. So before we talk about any specific steps, I need you to understand something fundamental. Getting out of debt is going to cost you something. Not just money. It is going to cost you comfort. It is going to cost you convenience. It is going to cost you some things you enjoy. And that cost is not a punishment. That cost is the price of admission to a completely different financial life. The people who pay that price move forward. The people who keep looking for a way around it stay exactly where they are. Now let me tell you about the shortcuts. Because I know you have heard about them. And I want to address every single one of them directly. The balance transfer. You move your high interest debt to a 0% card. Sounds smart. But here is what actually happens in most cases. People transfer the balance, feel relieved, and then slowly start using the original card again. 6 months later they have the same debt on the old card and a new balance growing on the transfer card. The problem was never the interest rate. The problem was the spending behavior. Moving the debt did not fix that. The debt consolidation loan. You take out one loan to pay off several debts. One payment, lower interest rate. Again, sounds logical. But consolidation loans extend your repayment period. You might lower your monthly payment, but you end up paying more total interest over time. And once again, if the spending behavior does not change, you are back in debt within a few years with the consolidation loan still sitting there on top of the new debt. Borrowing against your home. This one worries me the most. People take the equity they have built in their house, which is real wealth, and use it to pay off credit cards, which are consumer debts. They feel like they solved the problem. What they actually did was convert unsecured debt into debt secured by their home. Now if something goes wrong, it is not just your credit score at risk. It is the roof over your family's head. Waiting for a windfall. The tax return. The bonus. The lawsuit settlement. The inheritance. I will pay it all off when that money comes. But what happens when it comes? Something else always comes too. The car breaks down. The roof needs repairs. The medical bill shows up. And the windfall disappears without making a dent in the debt. Because a windfall without a plan is just a delayed spending opportunity. Filing for bankruptcy. In some genuine hardship situations, bankruptcy is a legitimate legal tool. But it is not a financial strategy. It follows you for years. It damages your ability to rent, to borrow, to sometimes even get hired. And it does not address the underlying behaviors that created the debt. Many people who file for bankruptcy are back in serious debt within 5 years. Here is what all of these shortcuts have in common. They are all attempts to solve a debt problem without changing the lifestyle that created it. They are all ways of trying to get the result without paying the price. And that is exactly why they do not work. You cannot dig yourself out of a hole by digging a new hole next to it and moving the dirt over. So what does actually work? I am going to tell you. And it is not complicated. But it is hard. And you need to decide right now if you are ready to stop looking for easy and start looking for effective. The first thing that works is total honesty about where you stand. Most people in debt have a vague sense of how much they owe. They know it is a lot. They know it is stressful. But they have never sat down and written out every single debt, every balance, every interest rate, every minimum payment. They avoid doing that because seeing it all at once is painful. But that pain is information. And that information is the starting point of every successful debt payoff story. Sit down. Write it all out. Every credit card. Every car loan. Every personal loan. Every medical debt. Every amount you owe to a family member. All of it. Put it on paper. Add it up. Look at the total number. Let it be uncomfortable. Because that discomfort is going to fuel everything that comes next. The second thing that works is cutting your expenses faster and harder than feels comfortable. I am not talking about skipping your morning coffee. I am talking about a serious, aggressive reduction in your cost of living for a defined period of time. Subscriptions you do not use, cancel them today. Eating out, reduce it dramatically. Vacations, put them on hold. Expensive habits, scale them back. The goal is to create as much distance as possible between what you earn and what you spend, so that everything in between can go toward destroying your debt. Here is what most people do wrong. They try to get out of debt while maintaining the same lifestyle that created the debt. They want to keep going out on weekends, keep the streaming services, keep the gym membership they barely use, keep buying things that feel small but add up to hundreds of dollars a month. And then they wonder why they are not making progress. You cannot live like someone who is out of debt while you are still in debt. You have to live like someone who is obsessed with getting out. For a season. Not forever. A season. The third thing that works is attacking one debt at a time with everything you have. There is a lot of debate about whether you should pay off your smallest balance first or your highest interest rate first. Honestly, both approaches work if you stick to them. What destroys progress is trying to pay a little extra on everything at once. Spreading your extra dollars across 5 debts means none of them go away quickly. And momentum matters. When you eliminate one debt completely, something shifts in your mind. You feel it. You prove to yourself that this is actually possible. And that proof is worth more than the mathematical difference between methods. Pick one debt. Throw everything at it. Pay minimums on everything else. When that first debt is gone, take every dollar that was going to it and add it to the next one. This is how people who actually get out of debt do it. Not by having the perfect strategy. By having enough intensity to follow through on a strategy until it is done. The fourth thing that works is stopping the bleeding. It does not matter how fast you pay down debt if you keep adding to it. The credit cards need to stop being used for things you cannot pay off immediately. The financing offers need to be ignored. The buy now pay later options need to be treated like what they are, which is debt with a different label. You cannot fill a bucket while the bottom has a hole in it. Closing the hole is not optional. It is the foundation of everything else. This is where people struggle the most. Because our entire consumer economy is built around making it as easy and as painless as possible to spend money you do not have. One-click purchases. Tap to pay. Store credit cards with instant approval. Promotional financing with no payments for 12 months. All of it is designed to lower your resistance to spending and increase your comfort with debt. And you have to decide that you are not going to participate in that system anymore. Not because debt is morally wrong. Because debt is expensive, and you are done paying that price. The fifth thing that works is increasing your income. Cutting expenses will only take you so far. At some point, your expenses hit a floor. You still need to eat. You still need to pay rent. You still need transportation. There is a bottom to how low your spending can go. But there is no ceiling on how high your income can go. This might mean picking up extra hours at your current job. It might mean taking a second job temporarily. It might mean starting a small side business doing something you already know how to do. Lawn care, cleaning, delivery, repairs, tutoring, selling things you no longer need. Whatever it is, the goal is simple. More dollars coming in means more dollars available to eliminate debt faster. Here is what I want you to understand about increasing income. The extra money you earn during this season of your life is not for lifestyle improvement. It is not for a new phone or a weekend trip. Every extra dollar goes directly to debt. You are not grinding harder so you can live better right now. You are grinding harder so you can live completely differently in a year or two. Keep that picture in front of you. I want to talk about something that does not get discussed enough in financial conversations, and that is the mental side of getting out of debt. Debt is not just a financial burden. It is an emotional one. It creates anxiety. It creates shame. It creates a constant low-level stress that follows you everywhere, into your sleep, into your relationships, into your work. People in serious debt often describe feeling like they are always behind, always playing catch up, always one unexpected expense away from disaster. And that emotional weight makes the problem worse. Because when you feel that kind of stress, your brain looks for relief. And the easiest relief available is spending. A purchase that feels good in the moment. A meal out that gives you a break from the pressure. A small treat that makes you feel like you are living, not just surviving. And every one of those relief purchases adds a little more weight to a burden that is already too heavy. Breaking this cycle requires you to find other ways to manage the stress of the process. Exercise. Community. Honest conversations with people you trust. A clear picture of what your life looks like on the other side of this. You need to be able to see the destination clearly enough that the temporary discomfort of the journey feels worth it. Because here is the truth, the sacrifice is not permanent. The season of intense focus and reduced lifestyle, that ends. People who go through it always say the same thing when they come out the other side. They say it was the hardest thing they ever did and they would do it again without hesitation. Because what is waiting on the other side of that sacrifice is a kind of peace and freedom that no purchase, no vacation, no entertainment subscription can give you. Financial freedom is not having a lot of money. Financial freedom is not owing anyone anything. It is waking up in the morning and knowing that your paycheck belongs entirely to you and your family. Not to a credit card company. Not to a bank. Not to a lender. To you. Let me address one more thing before I give you your action plan. Some of you watching this right now are going to agree with everything I just said. You are going to feel motivated. You are going to feel ready. And then tomorrow you are going to wake up and go back to the same patterns. Not because you are weak. Because motivation fades. And when motivation fades, what is left is either a system or nothing. You need a system. A written budget that tells every dollar where to go before the month begins. A list of your debts and the order you are going to attack them. A number you check every week to see that you are moving in the right direction. Motivation gets you started. Systems keep you going. Tell someone what you are doing. Accountability is not weakness. It is one of the most powerful forces in human behavior. When you know someone is going to ask you how it is going, you behave differently. Find a person you trust, someone who will cheer for your progress and be honest with you when you are slipping. That relationship might be worth more to your financial future than any strategy. Here is your action plan. 7 steps. Start today. Step 1. Write down every debt you have. Every single one. The balance, the interest rate, the minimum payment. Put it all on one piece of paper. Look at the total. Do not look away. Step 2. Build a written budget for this month. Every dollar of income gets assigned a job before the month begins. Housing, food, transportation, utilities, minimum debt payments. Whatever is left goes to your target debt. If nothing is left, you have a spending problem that your budget just made visible. That is valuable information. Step 3. Cut every non-essential expense you can cut right now. Today. Not this week. Today. Go through your bank statements and find the charges that are not necessary for your survival and your work. Cancel them. This is not forever. This is for the season you are in. Step 4. Stop adding new debt. Put the credit card somewhere inconvenient. Delete the saved payment information from your online shopping accounts. Make it harder to spend money you do not have. Friction is your friend. Step 5. Pick your first target debt and attack it. Smallest balance or highest interest rate, pick one method and commit to it. Every extra dollar above your minimum payments goes to that one debt until it is gone. Step 6. Find one way to increase your income this month. 1. It does not have to be dramatic. A few extra hours. Something you can sell. A service you can offer. Get one additional stream of money flowing and direct every dollar of it toward debt. Step 7. Review your progress every single week. Not once a month. Every week. Sit down with your numbers, see what moved, see what did not, and adjust. Weekly accountability to yourself is what keeps the plan alive between moments of motivation. I want to close with this. There are people who are in far more debt than you right now who are going to be completely debt-free in 2 years. Not because they found a shortcut. Because they decided that they were done. Done with the stress. Done with the minimum payments. Done with the feeling of being owned by their past decisions. They decided that the price of getting out was worth paying, and they paid it. And there are people who are in far less debt than you right now who are going to be in that same debt, or more, 5 years from now. Because they are still waiting. Still looking for the easier way. Still telling themselves that when conditions are better they will get serious. Conditions are never going to be perfect. There is never going to be a moment when getting out of debt is convenient or comfortable. The decision to do it does not come from perfect circumstances. It comes from deciding that you are done living under this weight. That decision is available to you right now. Not next month. Not after the holidays. Right now. If this video helped you see something clearly that you were avoiding, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment below and tell me where you are starting from. And subscribe because next week we are going deeper into the exact steps that will take you from where you are to where you want to be. I will see you in the next one.